Hi, I'm Rick.
Hi, I'm Oscar. Rick, you brought something for today.
Yeah, I actually did. So, as you know, Microsoft has a long history of browsers, right?
Yeah, especially the same browser for a long time.
Yes. And then not too long ago, they came up with Edge,
Mhm.
and then Edge wasn't the success it was supposed to be. And then they actually rebuilt Edge entirely based on the Chromium
Mhm.
underlying project.
Yeah, I've been using that for a while now. It was
Yeah.
the dev build, and you had a canary build.
Yeah.
Looked pretty good.
Yeah, and now halfway this January, they actually released the first version of Edge, and I would like to dive in just a little bit of the possibilities that Edge gives us. So, if we look to the screen, we can actually see that Edge is now available cross-platform. So it doesn't even only run on Windows, it also runs on macOS or on iOS, Android. I actually currently have it installed on my phone.
Mhm.
And then the cool thing is if you log in with the same account in the different browsers, that it automatically syncs your favorites and that kind of stuff. So I think that's a huge step forward.
This is the first time. No, it's not the first time. IE used to run on.
It did?
Yeah, right.
I'm not sure.
I think IE also ran on Mac at one point, but we'll have to look into it.
That would be nice to
That's
see.
a while ago.
Yeah. So one of the things that Microsoft actually really invested in for Edge is privacy,
Mhm.
because I mean there's more and more trackers on the web, and there's more and more stuff that you could potentially lose that you do not want to lose,
Mhm.
privacy technically speaking. So they now have this tracking prevention where you can actually say, well, just do it by default or do very strict, and then it will automatically block any tracking cookies. So the protection, they actually have these really nice values where they say we will keep you safe on the web and prevent unauthorized access of your browsing data. But that's not all, because they also give you visibility into how your browsing data is actually being gathered and collected. And they give you full control over how to actually manage whatever information is being collected by you.
Okay.
And then in the end, they will honor your choices about browsing data and collect only what is needed to make your experiences better. And then, of course, there's in private,
Mhm.
where you can actually browse, and it doesn't even save anything like browsing history or cookies or files, except those you explicitly download or
Mhm.
accept.
And because it's using Chromium,
Yes.
but it's not Chrome, right?
No,
There's a
it
big
isn't.
difference.
There's a big difference, and actually, I think I would like to see it as the shell around Chromium is what makes Edge, and they
Yeah.
actually put a lot of extra stuff in there. But the rendering engine is all based on Chromium,
Yeah.
so in the end, it's as if you're using Chrome, but then with a Microsoft exterior, let's call it that. But then they added all of these cool little new features in Edge that makes it even more powerful to start browsing the web by using Edge. So for instance, they have smart screen built right in,
Yeah.
which means that if you go to a potentially malicious website, or if you download a file that's unknown or that's known to be, for instance, a virus
Notorious,
or malware, they will actually actively block it. So let's dive right in, and I'll go to this version of my Edge browser, and I'll go to the website that we just saw, so the demo.smartscreen. I can probably copy the link and paste it in right here. Now, just for reference, I'm also going to open Firefox. Of course, we have all the browsers on our machines for testing purposes. And then, for instance, I go to this malware page that actually SmartScreen knows that this is a malware page.
Mm-hmm.
But as you see in Firefox, it will just display.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as you do the same thing, but you do it in Edge, it will say this site has been reported as being unsafe. So it does give you the possibility to click more information and then continue to this unsafe site, although it's not recommended. But by default, they try and block you from going somewhere where you don't want to go. For instance, another cool thing is if they have advertising that's malware that contains malicious stuff, they will block it inside of your browser, while if you do the same, for instance, again in Firefox, and we go to the malvertising, it will just show the page right there. So because it's really integrated into the browser, it actually makes that you are being safeguarded for a lot of potentially bad stuff happening to you.
Okay, so there's a lot of focus on security.
Yes, but of course, that's not all. So if we dive right into the Edge presentation and we continue from where we left off, then we can actually see that, well, they have, of course, cool graphics, because you need cool graphics if you want to present something. And I actually have these two because there's two little things that I want to show. So they say you should browse smarter, not harder. And right?
Yes, I get it.
And they want to have it ready for business. So the first thing I would like to show is, let's go into this browser again, and let's just pretend I'm going to want to make a lecture on a giraffe.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
This next Betatalk, right?
Yeah, or maybe not. So I'm going to go with giraffe, and then this is actually a Dutch link, so I would like to... That's actually spelled differently in English, of course. Why is everything in Dutch?
Profile.
Yeah, probably. So I'll just do lion, because I know that that's the... And then I get this cool little video. And I still get a lot of Dutch links, so that's nice.
Really looking forward to the giraffe.
Thank you. I'll do lion wiki, and then I'm pretty sure that will be there. Lion is English for lion. That's so cool. Okay, so we're finally here. And now what I would like to show you is this button up here, that's collections. So you could actually create a collection where you put all kinds of stuff that you assemble around the web. Okay. So for instance, I like this image, right? So I'm going to start a new collection. I'll just call it lion. And I know that I really like this image. And then I read up a bit on what lions do, and then everything up until here, that's actually pretty interesting. And of course, well, where they're from, that's also interesting. And maybe this image is nice as well. Something about the evolution. I know I missed the T, but I'm going to accept that for now. Let's find some other stuff. So I just want to know for sure that I'm not only picking stuff from one website. So I'm going somewhere completely different right now. And I'll take some of this. And now the cool thing is, it actually not only copied all of the stuff that I pulled out of those websites, but it also knows where the data came from. Where you got it from. And now the cool thing is, I could actually click and I say send this to a Word document. And now in the back end, it's generating a Word document that actually holds all of the information that I just pulled in from different websites. And then, as you can see right there, and then all the way at the end of the bottom, it actually has all the references of stuff that I just selected.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, so for instance, if I go into this elephant lecture that I would like to give somewhere, I could also create a Word document from that one, and then I'll get a complete document with all of the information that I pulled from the web, and it's actually 3 or 4 different websites, and it all pulls them in there. And as you can see, there's a lot of information and there's some images. So it now actually collected all of that information from the websites and then put it in right here. But also if, for instance, you're looking into buying a new laptop,
whatever.
You could pull in all the laptops, and then you also have, if you're inside of a collection, you also have a send to Excel option that actually, if you have a lot of products with their prices, will list them in an Excel file where you can actually see the pros and cons, or you could even open all of the references that you have.
A bit more efficient than just hitting bookmark.
Yes, I think so too. And then the cool thing is, of course, that inking is now also supported in Edge, so you can just ink on a website and then it will automatically save that down for you. As you can see right here, it will create under your OneDrive, will make a Microsoft Edge collections, and then you can see that I have the lion and the elephant lecture that I just created about a minute ago.
And if you continue with your same account on a different machine, it will probably pick this up. And
yes, it's connected to your account, so it will take everything with you.
Yeah.
That is cool. Okay. Now, looking at what's also pretty nice for from a business perspective. So again, I'm going back to the a Firefox page. And let's just open an empty one so that we know that I'm not doing anything icky. And now I'm going into my downloads because I downloaded a document that's actually set PDF form example. And I'll pull it right in here and it will open up. And then, this is something like a PDF, but it says here on the top, this PDF document contains forms and it's not supported when I'm running on Firefox.
Yeah.
So with the new Edge,
You need the plugin, right?
yeah, but with the new Edge, if I just drop in the PDF, it says,
Now you're adding it to your collections, actually.
yeah, that's actually pretty nice. So if I just drop in the PDF, it'll open it up and say, hey, this is a form, right? So I can just type in here and type something there, and then I have this checkbox that I can uncheck or check, and I even have drop down. So everything that you need for PDF forms is also available right from the browser if you're running Edge. And I said IE because that's the coolest thing. I mean, there's a lot of applications that somebody wrote some time ago and it was optimized for Internet Explorer.
Yeah.
And then in the end, the application is still there. Internet Explorer shouldn't be, but we have the application and it won't run in any other browser. So we're going to need IE until the length of
IE
time.
is on the machine, and the worst thing is it's called the internet.
Yeah.
The
Yes,
icon.
with the blue E.
Yeah, so people keep on clicking it, and I see them in the daily statistics still.
True. Now the cool thing with the new Edge is it's based on Chromium. So the rendering part is the same as Google Chrome. However, it has built-in IE support, which actually means that if you have an application that you would like to have run in IE, your administrator can manage the list of applications that are IE applications that run within your company. And then if you open up Edge and you go to that page, it doesn't open up Internet Explorer like we used to in the past. It has integrated IE mode, so it will use the old IE rendering engine from the Edge browser, and it will just seamlessly work. However, this time you're using the IE engine and not the Chromium engine that's in there.
So also for IE, that used to be the strong point because all the older versions were still in there.
Yep.
So it could select other versions. But they also pulled this into this Edge now.
Yes.
So you have one app to start
Yep.
with, well, I wouldn't say best of both worlds, but both worlds exist.
And it just works.
But it just works.
But it does only work for IE 11.
So the rest of the stack is dropped in there?
Yes.
But
It
if
is
it's
dropped, so
still
it's
IE
IE
11, okay.
You can just have it run right from Edge. You don't have to switch browsers. You don't even have to switch tabs. You can just seamlessly go to an IE website or web application, and it'll run right fine in
so
IE.
no more excuses to have that icon somewhere on the
Yeah,
desktop.
throw it away, please.
Go away.
The last thing I would like to show is in this website, in this browser, I have logged in with my personal Office 365. And of course, we all like a good starting page, right? So normally I would say I would have the inspirational one with the image on the back and then the websites that I use most.
Yeah.
But as you can see on the top, it says actually normally you have Microsoft News, right? And then you scroll down a bit and you get all the juicy news. I don't use that. But you also have Office 365 as soon as you're logged into your browser using an account that has an Office 365 backing.
Yeah.
Now, just for the sake of it, I'm going to put it into informational, and then you can see here that the lion in OneDrive Business under Microsoft Edge Collection was just created.
Because it's
And the
one of your
elephant-
recent documents, yeah.
It's just right in here. So even if I would search from this bar on the top, it will also automatically search everything that's within my business, within my organization.
So in your business SharePoint or whatever, like
Yes,
everything pops up.
Pulls all of it in.
Really good.
So this hasn't been on really long, but right here it says under Microsoft Search I have two files that have
These
something
are
to
your
do with the
private
lion.
files.
Yes,
And underneath are your Bing results.
these are the Bing results, but this is whatever's coming from my organization. So if I Bing for this one, I can actually see show results from my organization. And then right here you can see all kinds of stuff that actually the elephant lecture I just saw,
Yeah.
stuff about my organization, files that I have, and even my calendar. It all pops up in the browser while you're just binging for stuff.
Yeah. Really cool.
Well, yeah, I'm not really sure how many people use Bing, but For this kind of
No.
integrations, it's
I
actually
know at
pretty
least
cool.
one.
It might have been something for the demo.
Yeah.
So, long story short, Edge is the new Chromium-based browser by Microsoft, and it's finally time to kill off IE.
Yeah, it's not just a new browser, but these kind of features really convince me that it's more, that it's its own thing, and it's not just a clone of Chrome.
Yeah, I agree. I
Pretty
agree.
good.
So, go have a look and have fun. See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.